Shadowman, issue number 4 from Valiant Comics. So this series has been pretty damn good so far. I've been enjoying the heck out of it. And I love how in the beginning we get basically a synopsis of what's going on. So you can pretty much jump into any issue and you won't be completely lost. So I guess before I'll jump into the review, let's just go ahead and read it. So anyone who hasn't watched my previous videos on this series, or anyone who hasn't been reading it, I can catch you guys up. So he says, "Hello there. You sure are a persistent little fiend, aren't you? Well, let's move on from the pleasantries and get right into what happened last time we spoke. I wouldn't want to bore you too much. Perfect example was in our previous adventure. Shadowman, intent on figuring out why the Deadside was seeping into our world at such a rapid rate, hunted down those who could answer his queries. But his first contact, an old witch, was murdered by an unknown adversary. Quite the shame, really. I then helped him track down the secrecy Loa, who he hoped would finally answer his questions. But just as he was about to get his answers, we were attacked by a killer intent on hunting those that flirted with the Deadside. Shadowman, unfortunately, fit the bill. On the brink of death, Shadowman somehow summoned the full power of his Shadow Lua and was able to defeat the killer and get his questions answered. The Deadside wants to use Earth as its next source of power, but will Shadowman be able to stop it? And yeah, basically the last issue ended with a giant Lua completely engulfing Earth. So things are about to get pretty crazy. So we start off in London, where we see some shady looking dude who is spitting out pills like crazy. Basically talking about, like, it's good, isn't it? Like, it's a good high, a good time for a day pass. And basically everyone around him starts like feeling weird. They start feeling nauseous. They start throwing up. This woman's baby starts shooting out tentacles. And basically this guy is giving them this kind of magical drug that causes them to instantly overdose and die. So yeah, this issue is basically Shadowman fighting a Deadside empowered magical drug dealer. So we have Shadowman talking with Baron, and yeah, basically leads him to where the drug den is. And Shadowman goes inside, and we get like a lot of dialogue, inner dialogue with Shadowman and stuff like that. It's actually pretty well written. But yeah, eventually he comes across the drug dealer, and he transforms. And I said it in the last video, but I love Shadowman's transformation. I love like the whole like smoky effect, how it appears on his face. I love the fact that, he has like the bandages that appear and the scythe and stuff. I just don't care for the face. The way that face looks when he's fully in the Shadowman attire, it looks weird. I can't, no matter how much I try, I can't enjoy it. I wish it would have been like a mask or something better. Like, it looks kind of goofy. I still kind of laugh at his face. Like, it's just something about it just doesn't work for me. But eventually the demon gives out like this pheromone or this breath or whatever, and Shadowman gets hit with it, and he basically takes a drug trip. He basically takes what looks like an acid trip. He just starts tweaking out, and yeah, we got some pretty cool looking art. And eventually he meets the woman that he keeps seeing. And he keeps wondering, like, who the hell is this woman? Like, every time when I've fought one of these blights that have seeped through the Deadside, she appears. Who the hell is she? And Shadowman eventually finds out she is Deadside. Like, this woman is Deadside personified. And she's basically wanting to use Earth to power the Deadside now. But Shadowman, like, eventually, like, rejects her. Then uses his scythe to kill the drug dealer, and the drug dealer morphs back into his human guise. And yeah, basically it turns out that these blights that she's empowering, some of them are like they're basically priests for her, and she wants to use these quote unquote priests to kind of herald in this new age where she takes over Earth. By seeping the Deadside into it. But yeah, there's a little bit more. I'm not going to go into it. This one was less actiony. Like, there was basically not much of a fight scene and stuff. But, I mean, there were still something. It was. I mean, he took out the drug dealer really quick, but the story is pretty cool. Like I like where it's going. I like the end for this issue, which I'm not going to spoil, but it is taking this series in like this new direction. That's kind of cool. The artwork is good. The writing is good. I will say that I said this in another video, not for Shadowman, but for something else. I can't remember what it was. How every time there's like a magically induced, I think it was Van Helsing, Steampunk Van Helsing. Whenever there's a magically like induced drug, it's always like glowing. I've never once seen like this like supernatural drug and it just looks like any other regular drug. It's always got to be like glowing or like beeping or just some kind of like weird look to it. They do that here too. I don't know why. I just always kind of found that funny. But yeah, the story has really been good so far. I like it. I like the Shadowman character. Like I said, I pretty much like everything about this series so far. I just don't care for the face design when he goes into the Shadowman form. It just, something about it just looks so goofy. I think it's maybe it's the way the nose and the mouth is together. So for certain expressions, like it doesn't come across as scary or badass or anything. It just comes across as hilarious. Like when I see it, I just want to laugh. So I kind of wish that they would do something with that. Just his design from the head down is cool. I mean, even the hair and the smoky effect is kind of cool. I just wish they did something with the face. Specifically the nose and mouth area. Just do something with that to make it more badass, more creepy or something. Maybe he wears some kind of skull mask or something. I mean, it kind of looks a little bit like he might, I don't know, like there's the lines on the cheeks that makes it look like there's something over his face, but overall it looks really like, it's like almost like he has like a painted face, and the nose and the mouth, something is off about it. But yeah, there you go, there's Shadowman. He basically takes on a demonic drug dealer. He takes a weird acid trip. He meets Deadside personified, then he kills said drug dealer, and yeah, we get a twist spoiler at the end, which we get a twist at the end, which I'm not going to spoil, but it was a pretty good issue. What would I rate it? From 1 to 10, I would give it a 7.5. It was really good, and like I've said this before, but 5 out of 10 for me is an average. So it's not like, you know, it has to be a 7 or higher for it to be good or anything. 5 is average, 6 is good, 7 is, you know, really good, 8 is, you know, phenomenal, 9 is near perfect, and 10 is perfect. And I've never given anything a 10 before. Not even my favorite comic book ever has gotten a 10 before. So we'll see. We'll see if I'll ever find that perfect issue of whatever. But yeah, this is a 7.5. This is a really good issue. And the series overall, I would say, is an 8 out of 10. It's an awesome series. It's only 4 issues in so far, but I've been loving every issue so far. There hasn't really been like an issue where I'm like, that was kind of weak. It's just been getting better and better. So check out Shadowman. Highly recommend it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any recommendations for comic books or manga, let me know. There have been some people recommending me comic book stuff, and I am checking those out. So you guys probably see reviews on some of your recommendations soon. But yeah, if you got more, just let me have them. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.